Our sorrows and wounds are healed only when we touch them with compassion. Buddha. Picture every person you've ever known, from lovers who left deep marks on your soul to strangers who offered unexpected kindness. Think of your parents, siblings, friends, and even those fleeting faces you passed by on the street. Now widen that lens. Picture the billionaires atop skyscrapers, the homeless under bridges, the newborns gasping their first breaths, and those who are yet to arrive in this world. Despite all differences in time, wealth, race, belief, or age, there exists one sacred thread that weaves us together: suffering. Pain is not a personal anomaly. It is the human condition, the death of a loved one, the collapse of health, the shattering of a dream, the quiet ache of being misunderstood. These experiences, as devastating as they are what unify us at the deepest level. But this truth is not a tragedy, it is a doorway. Suffering, in its raw and unforgiving form, strips away the illusion that we are separate. It levels the ground beneath our feet. It brings down the towers of ego and identity we construct to feel safe. And in that crumbled silence, something miraculous can arise. Compassion. Compassion is not a virtue to be taught, but a recognition that dawns from within. It emerges not from pity, but from the realization, I too have suffered like you. I too carry wounds that do not show. When this awareness takes root, judgment softens, defenses lower. You look into another's eyes, not as an opponent, not as a stranger, but as a reflection of yourself. This deep seeing dismantles the usual divisions we hold: me versus you, right versus wrong, good versus evil. Compassion does not need moral instruction or spiritual law. It is the law written into the heart of existence. Where the ego perceives anger, compassion sees hurt. Where the ego resents, compassion understands. And when this becomes your way of seeing the world, you will find it impossible to cause harm. You'll only want to heal. But how do we cultivate this sacred lens? How do we foster more compassion in a world built on noise, speed, and separation? The answer is not complex. It begins with stillness and with prayer. Raised within Christian traditions, I was introduced to prayer as a child. Yet for many of us, prayer has been reduced to a transactional plea, a wish list delivered to a distant deity. Real prayer, however, is not a request. It is the embodiment of love, a silent offering, a return to tenderness. To awaken compassion through prayer, we don't need religion, we need presence. And there is perhaps no better time than just before sleep, when the world is quiet and our hearts are soft. Here's how you can begin. 1. Create a sanctuary for stillness. Choose a dim, calm space. Light a candle if darkness feels too heavy. Let this be a place without distractions, a container for sacred attention. Sit comfortably, upright, alert, relaxed. This is not a time for sleep, but for deep encounter. 2. Use the breath to return to now. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feel your body where it rests. Let each inhale be an invitation, each exhale a letting go. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, with a pause in between, gently slows the mind and awakens your inner witness. 3. Begin with the one you know best. Yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Without compassion for yourself, you cannot offer it to others. Whisper gentle phrases inwardly, not as a mantra but as a recognition. May I feel safe. May I be at peace. May I love and accept myself completely. Allow the words to settle. Let them awaken forgotten parts of you. 4. Envelop someone you love. Bring to mind someone close, your child, your partner, a dear friend. See their face, sense their struggles. Without fixing or judging, offer them the same kindness. May you be well. May you be free from suffering. May your heart be light. 5. Extend the circle to the familiar but distant. Now think of someone you know but don't feel strongly about, a co-worker, a neighbor, someone neutral. Let them into your circle of care. Use their name. See their life in its fullness, their unseen burdens. 6. Invite in the difficult ones. Here lies the true test and healing. Think of someone who hurt you. Do not pretend the wound isn't there. Acknowledge it. Witness your pain without shame or defense. Then, softly, extend love. May you be free from the suffering that caused harm. May peace enter your life. May I find freedom in forgiveness. This step may stir resistance. That is normal. Breathe through it. This is soul alchemy. 7. Embrace all living beings. Now widen your compassion to include all beings, human and non-human alike. The caged bird, the stray dog, the crying child in a war zone, the lonely elder in a nursing home. May you be free from fear. May you feel loved. May your suffering ease. Let this be a silent embrace of the world. 8. Conclude with global intention. End with a reflection on the collective. May compassion rise in every heart. May peace spread across this earth. May I be an instrument of healing and unity. Let your breath carry these words into the unseen, like seeds on the wind. To view the world through the eyes of shared suffering is to free yourself from the lie of separateness. When we embrace this truth, walls fall, hearts open, and suddenly we are no longer individuals adrift. We are threads in a single sacred fabric. Compassion isn't something to achieve. It's something to remember, and prayer is the remembering. Try this tonight, not for a result, but to return home. Because in the end, to feel deeply, to suffer, to love, to forgive, is to be fully alive. And that is a holy thing.